Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time once again after many a long year to return to the Elder Scrolls number 4 Oblivion. Just listen to that main menu music. It brings back so many memories. Well, I haven't played this since, probably around the time Skyrim came out, to be honest. I used to love playing Oblivion in many ways for many reasons. It was a great game. When it first came out, I must have been in my mid to late 20s. I'd been playing Morrowind a lot, and I'd even played some Daggerfall, so I had a pretty good idea about the setting, the kind of gameplay I could expect, and I had lots of fun. Now, before we continue any further, I'd like to let you all know, as a serious warning, that my computer's processor is below the minimum requirements to run this game. It still lets me launch it, but I've, just got to warn you there may be issues, and if there are, and you don't want to watch and you can't put up with that, that's okay. I'm sure other people would have put up beautiful, wonderful videos of this game that you can go and enjoy yourselves. But if you're willing to put up with a bit of classic Bethesda jank and maybe some processor issues, then stick around. And if the whole thing crashes and burns, then I will find a way to finish the video and explain what happened. It'll be cool. Now, Oblivion occupies an interesting middle ground between old school Bethesda, think, Daggerfall and Morrowind type, where you've got a very much sort of classic tabletop RPG type character sheet interface and lots of skills and attributes and things that interlock with each other, and the new school Bethesda style, which is more Skyrim style, where all your stats are gone, it's just for skills and some perks. And it's somewhat simplified. So this is a remaster, not a full remake. There will be some changes. Also, I am aware that Sky Oblivion is coming this year, and if I can't handle the remaster, I can probably handle Sky Oblivion when the time comes. And you know what? I can enjoy both of them for different reasons. I probably shouldn't mess around here too much more. Oh, just to let you know, I've changed 2 hotkeys in the options menu because they clashed with my recording hotkeys. Just going to do a quick check now to make sure all is recording well. And that does indeed appear to be the case. So let's dive into the beginning. And I will say though, I have not been playing this for weeks on end to practice and prepare and refamiliarize myself with the game, jog my memory, like some other people probably have. But having watched some of those people's videos recently, it amazed me how many of the game's musical soundtracks, voice clips and sound effects I had memorized and recognized instantly. So I'm expecting this to give me a massive nostalgia infusion, and I will hopefully share some of that enthusiasm with you all as we adventure together into Tamriel once more. I will start a new game, yes I will. And actually, if you just see the continue button isn't even available yet. No saves. Also, clicking on the buttons to go back doesn't work. Additionally, it doesn't seem to be possible to disable the console controller in the options menu. Don't ask me why. All the controller options are grayed out, but I can't disable the thing that says enable... where are we? Toggle vibration is on, and vibration strength is high. And I can't change those settings. But let's get in and have some fun. Here we go. We will not be skipping cutscenes.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the third era, and the final hours.
Get ready for it.
Of my life.
One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can all count to 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like every Elder Scrolls theme tune since Morrowind. But that's nice. It gives us a beautiful sense of coming together and reminding that you can indeed still count to 3. Over and over and over again. Just in case you'd forgotten somehow what comes after number 2. Let that camera keep swirling like a bird soaring, swooping round towards this building here, which we shall soon be entering through yonder window grate. And, like every Elder Scrolls game, we shall begin in a prison cell. Or on a prison ship. Smithing Crucible Wait, we've got crafting skills now? I'm not sure I remember there being crafting skills in the original game. That'll be interesting. Lots of load screen tips. Very helpful. Ooh. And here we are faced with character creation. This looks somewhat different to what we are used to from character creation for Oblivion. Very different. I used to be extremely familiar with the Oblivion character creator, but since I haven't done it for over 10 years, I'm just going to treat this as an entirely new experience. So, let's pick a race. Obviously, we will pick the best race in the game, and we shall play as a Breton. In addition to their quick and perceptive grasp of speechcraft, even the humblest of Bretons can boast a resistance to magical energies. They are particularly skilled at summoning and healing magic, yet forget that the resistance to magical energies is something the other races just do not have. Origin, Sistres, or High Rock. Well, Bretons are from High Rock, so what is Sistres? As a child, you were always spending time on the docks of one of the islands, gaining some money by helping merchants carrying their goods and learning from their adventures. Or High Rock. Born from High Rock, you were raised in the homeland of the Bretons. Going through all the great cities of a province made you quick on your feet. I have no idea. So maybe a bit of a mercantile speechcraft boost? Maybe a bit of a speed boost? Okay, we'll take it. We will not randomize appearance. Body. Male or female? Yes, I downloaded a mod so that they weren't body type 1 and body type 2, because that is a bit nonsensical. This choice will depend on whether Oblivion finally has beards. Head. Hair. We have beard options. We can be a real man. I like this. Okay. Let's hit a bit more age. I'm not seeing a massive detail. Let's go around here. And then we used to have many sliders. Right, brow ridge. We don't want to go too high. I mean, he's a bit old. The eyebrows do move up a little. Leave that around the middle. Outer up a little. so we get more arched eyebrows. Not massively. Let's go down to like an 18. Can we rotate? We can. Oh, rotation is inverted. Wait, that's left, that's right. Or it's just the fact that I've been playing Evil Islands recently and I'm not used to having left and right be the correct directions yet. Cheeks. Concave and convex. We will explore extremes. So, we have gone for age, so let's go like -6. So he's a little gaunt in the cheeks, but not massively, although that chin is really pointy. Okay, gaunt round. Let's just not go massively over there. Leave that neutral for now. Cheekbones. We like cheekbones. We don't want to look like some deranged mutant fish thing. Or some sort of horse-faced mutant. He doesn't have proper earlobes. He has weird mutant earlobes, like some kind of bizarre monster. And I imagine we won't be able to... There doesn't even seem to be an ears setting. So we want slightly more pronounced cheekbones. Oh, we don't have... So in that case, maybe a little lower. Take that down to about... Okay. Go a bit wider on the cheeks. We want to create someone who's... looks like they're an adventurer and won't break in a narrow, minor breeze. There we go. Chin. Let's see. Whip. Whip. We don't want to be a chinless wonder, but we don't want to look like a witch either. So, let's see. That's 2 minus 3. There we go. Recessed or pronounced. Let's go like, yeah, that's good. Retracted and jutting. Okay, so underbite, overbite. Let's go. Now, here's the interesting one. According to face reading, an underbite, a big underbite, is a selfish person who only knows how to take. And a significant overbite is someone who's very generous and giving. Also, we won't want his moustache to be hidden behind a beard that juts forwards. We want his moustache to stand out a bit. So let's go down a little there. There we go. Shallow or deep? This... Ooh. Okay. So that affects underneath the chin. Under here. Now, he is a older gentleman, so... Oh, no, it is affecting the size slightly. Small or large? We'll want to work on that jaw a bit more, really. Short or tall? Go a little... Again, he is a bit older, so he can be a bit of a saggy chin. Because we want to make this look like someone who might have been around in the game in the first time, but not too much. Let's... Pointy triangle elf chin of doom. Something a bit more sturdy. As I said, we want him to look like he can fight, go on adventures, get hit in the face, and not fall apart. Although... in that case, we'd kind of want to take that back a bit more. Like there, maybe. That doesn't look too great. So let's... about there might be distant. We might need to retract that jaw a little more. Or just move it back a bit. Ooh. You know what? That kind of works. We'll need to make him look like a real man to be certain. Oh, okay. One of these two. This has more oomph to it. It looks a bit more majestic. There we go. Excellent. Back to head. Right, eyes. Let's see. He is older, so the eyes sort of, the lids become a bit more droopy. We can go weird or... Oh, wait. Oh. If we were making a female character, by default, the eyes would be a bit too high and we'd want to move them down the head a bit. He's not overly feminine, but the Bretons are known for being, you know, personable, friendly. So we can go... How big can we go? Right, we could do absolutely crazy things, like with the original. So we'll just go like a 4. Upwards, no. So we can't do a up or down tilt. We're thinking older, right? So what's going to make him look a little more experienced? Okay, so that's going to be like kind of cross-eyed. So we can't do depth of the eye sockets, or so if we go like out of, okay, that kind of, I think keep it roughly in the middle, and then we can go bleh. So that looks kind of good-ish. Knock it down to a 22. There we go. Face. Right, brow, nose, and chin. This is ratios, right? So we can move it up, move it down. So we want like around a here. We have forehead, Celian's this bit, I think, and nose. Alright, so this will mess with our eyebrows a lot. There we go. Light and heavy. Okay, so it's not just for cheeks. Again, we want a bit of a warrior face, so someone who can take a bit of a battering. Yeah, that's good. The rounder features are more handsome, the gaunt features are like too fragile. But we can get... This is the kind of mess some people used to do with Oblivion back in the day. So a little bit still, you know, some fat, some musculature, thin or wide. Obviously, warrior. I mean, that's a bit much, right? There we go. Right, forehead. Small or large? Of course, we could make him look like a caveman. Don't want to do either of those. I'll go 4. Yeah, sure. Now, this does have the effect of moving the hairline, right? Make him look a little... There we go. Okay, so... Triangular head of doom. Kind of the opposite. We'll go around there, I think. We'll give him some intellect. A nice thick skull to protect that brain of his when he gets bashed about by monsters. Jaw. Right. Bunk. We can leave that as it is. Nope. Also no. Not quite. Let's go around, again, bit of a warrior features, so someone who can take a few hits. There we go. Jaw to neck slope, low or high. We don't... You know what, he is a little bit of an older gentleman, so he's getting a bit of the dreaded flab under chin. And we don't want that. Although it does hide the beard. So, ooh, that's interesting. Let's see, this, 1, 2, 3. Go that. Mouth. We don't want him looking too mean, right? We don't want to make him look like he's making big kissy lips at people all the time either, so... You know what? Friendly Bretons. Oh, that's just pulling it up. We got a little, like a 30-ish. There we go. And then take it down a bit so that it's not... Oh, wow, that really moves some moustache, doesn't it? Vroom. Vroom. Okay. There we go. As I said, I used to be familiar with the original character creator, had a very good idea what I liked, and was good at making characters that I found quite good looking, and at one point a friend looked at 2 of the characters I'd played and said, "Those are beautiful faces, where did you download them from?" And I said, "Download them? I just made them in the character creator." And he even asked me to make some faces for him at some point. I don't think that ever happened, but... Right, retracted and protruding. This is mouth. Let's go to the more illuminated side. Okay. Let's not draw it back too much, because again, we're aiming for a bit friendly here, so... about a 20? Yeah. Tilt up or down? We don't want to go... If we go up, that just looks disgusting. If we go down a bit, makes them look like a sort of Second World War veteran or something. Or First World War veteran, actually. So we just go about here. Right. Again, we're aiming for the more friendly. Yeah, that 34 was kind of good, so sure. Now for chin distance, leave that around where it is. Lips, don't really need to mess with those too much. Nose. We have multiple tabs here. This might... We may be able to go more. Or is it just switching between these, or these at the top? Nose. Well, let's go... Okay, interesting. We'll leave that on a nothing. You have big pointy nose, not so pointy nose. Let's go -4. -3. A little bit. So it's got a bit of a perky, inquisitive. The nose region, that's like this bit, isn't it? And around here. Yeah, let's, you know what? It doesn't do to get walloped in the face too many times. I don't think we need to give him a broken nose, but something that's not likely to take too much damage. Right, the nose bridge, I don't think we desperately need to mess with this too much. Missed nose job of the summer. Oh, wait. You know what? That kind of... We'd have to move the moustache up, but let's avoid that. But if we go... Okay. Nostrils... We go wonk, wonk. Rah. Rah. Get lots of air, get no air. Okay. Yeah, sure. Wonk. Ooh. Okay, large but thin. Kind of works, bizarrely. And we can go wonk, wonk. I'm a little piggy. Here's my snout. I look down my nose at you. Now, we've gone slightly... So if we go like a... Then we are, again, in danger of creating a massive distance between the moustache and the nose. Well, 12 is kind of okay. Yeah, with the original Oblivion, the character face took up almost this much of the screen in the character creator, so we could see a lot more closely what we were doing. Celian is the bridge of the nose, between the eyes, got it. Let's not mess with that too much. Well, maybe if we make it a bit more shallow. I said okay, no. So bring that out a bit and be a bit more. Make this a little shallower. And we can pinch this part of the nose, make it wider, or triangular. Let's not do that. No, we're kind of good on this one. Right. Okay, no, it is just going between these. Right. So, do we want to... Kind of matches the beard length, though. Right. Ooh, walrus tash. So if we go this one then... that is a nice little fancy of the twiddled ends there. So what we can do then with this is... No, none of these really work beyond this one at the moment. Now, let's see. We do have the classic hair length slider. Not every... Okay, so that's just the top. This is close, I think, but let's see what else we have. Okay. No, this does have a certain heroic look to it, does it not? There we go. This too. Okay. Nice ponytail. Bald with a ponytail. Probably no... Oh no, it does have a bit of length to it, okay. A monk's tonsure. This elderly gentleman. Could do with a little bit of a comb over, maybe to make him look a bit older. Ponytail version of what we started with. Pretty close to what we started with. This is probably only going to... Oh no, it does extend the length a little at the bottom. Oh, are they giving us... Oh, look at that now. That would be close to my own hair, but it's not even remotely curly enough. Right. Yeah, that ain't much. That looks a bit modern. Especially for the setting. We could be a punk. Be an even bigger punk. Let's not do that. Ooh. Oh, is this supposed to be fuzzy or curly? Oh, hello. Look at that now. This is pretty much what we started with. Double bun for new Star Wars fans who like to talk about somebody called Kylo Ren, and I've got to say Kylo is a shit first name. It's almost as bad as calling your fucking daughter John Cena. I mean, what kind of a shit first name is that? You know. Right. Okay. Very artsy. Looks like he likes to sell paintings of boats on the waterfront, standing in front of his easel. Obviously, there's no point doing anything for the length slider there. I think we're going to go with... Ooh. That one, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. And now... Ooh. Oh, yes, please. Go there. Now, we have given him a fair amount of wrinkles, so can we... Can we go... Ooh. Now, this could get interesting. One moment. Yeah. Not doing much. Grading to mount. Not sure entirely what these are doing. So... This, obviously, not the greatest of choices. Go like that. Make it fairly minor. Then we go... I'm not seeing massive changes. If we go... Can we go none? How do we... Ah, there we go. Right. So, okay, it's doing something. Making it darker. Ooh. Okay, I'm not sure these are doing very much, to be honest. We can almost work with this. Let's turn this down a little. Can we go for a sort of browny colour instead? No, that one. No! There we go. Right, so. Let's go back to this. Okay, I'm seeing a slight change there. Oh! Is it affecting the definition of the hairs on the beard? Okay, let's just go back to that. Give him a bit of grey. Not massive amounts. Let's see. Tone it down a lot. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm not seeing these two sliders do very much. Not sure about that. But there we go. Okay. There we go. Let's give them a name. So, the Bretons are of human and elven lineage. They do have surnames. They tend to have vaguely French-sounding names. I'm thinking Eldrigar, Aralan. The Breton would probably be something like Mertier. Ooh, hang on. Let's avoid Mertien because it sounds similar to the name of a major NPC in the storyline. Now, the Bretons are vaguely inspired by Arthurian myth and legend, so we could get something like Arthur, Ardur, Durian, Turian. Turian Phalusis? Sounds a bit too imperial. Turian Veshantel. Turian Gabelard. There we go. And let's hope that Turian Gabelard has some interesting adventures. Fine grasp of speechcraft, skilled at summoning and healing magic, resistant to magical energies, and increased speed. I am quite happy with my selection, yes. No character class yet. Interesting, what happened? Why do I have no character class yet? Obviously we don't want to run inside this small room.
Pale skin, snotty expression. You're a Breton, the masters of Magicka, right? Nothing but a bunch of stuck-up snobs with cheap parlor tricks. Go ahead, try your Magicka in here. Let's see you make those bars disappear. No? What's the matter? Not so powerful now, are you, Breton? You're not leaving this prison till they throw your body in the lake. Oh, that's right. You're going to die in here, Breton. You're going to die. Hey,
And you're full
you hear
of
that?
bitterness.
The guards are coming. For you.
Boris, lock that door behind us.
If it's not the original voice acting, it's very similar.
They're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
We will stand
You,
back
prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window.
and give them
Stay out of
plenty
the
of
way and you
space.
won't get hurt.
No sign of pursuit, sir.
Stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let
You
me
have?
see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
What is happening?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
I'm not going to ask who he is. It says Emperor Uriel Septim right there. So the Emperor was a prominent character in Daggerfall, the second Elder Scrolls game. He had been banished to another plane of existence by the royal court battle mage Jagar Farn, who was using magic to impersonate the Emperor and rule in his stead. And the game was about rescuing the Emperor, overthrowing the usurper. So this is a beloved returning character. Although it's a remake, something like 19 years after the original. They're all beloved returning characters, apart from the adoring fan. Why am I in prison?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
I see. And you are here because...
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
Of course, let's just appreciate the fact this is the great Sir Patrick Stewart. It sounds actually like they may be using the original audio for the voices, instead of having re-recorded it. What should I do now?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
The prick. moved. We will presume she touched it.
Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
This
remember
doesn't
her.
concern you,
I
prisoner.
remember
This is your
him. I
lucky
don't
day.
remember...
Just stay out of our way.
Glen Roy. Well, I have nowhere else to go. I've been given my freedom. Allegedly. It seems like they've removed the character classes, or I'm going to be asked later on. Let us follow for now. I see no reason to rush in ahead. Oh.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
I will stand in front of him. Fist at the ready.
The captain's down.
Oh no. Right.
What's the matter? This ends here!
This one.
My sword for the dragon!
It would appear their arms and armor vanish
Are you all
as
right,
they
sire?
fall.
We're clear for now.
Captain Reno?
She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving. Keep quiet and stay out of the way.
How could they
Oh.
be waiting for us here?
R does
Don't know,
not
but it's
sheath
too late to
weapons.
go back now. Don't worry,
Interesting.
sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades.
Renault's Akaviri katana, steel short sword, and torch. Okay.
I'll take point. Let's move.
You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
If you say so. We have ourselves a steel short sword. Can we get some information on this? Right-clicking won't do it. That looks like a two-handed weapon. Whoa! Okay, the combat's changed slightly. Hold to perform a stronger attack. Block is a hold, it's not a parry. You know what? Pressing I again won't close the inventory, we have to press escape. In your journal, you can see your character's attributes, equipped objects, choose spells, and consult your map and quests. Right, we have tutorial, character, birth sign and class are blank. I believe we will get to fill those in at some point. Okay. I remember this tab with tracking all the sorts of things we've done in the game. Yeah. It was like an in-game achievement system. Minor skills. All skills are minor skills until we receive a character class, at which point some will become major skills. And that pays into the leveling system. Okay. Well, we cannot follow here. Just to be clear, the door is very, very locked. We can, however, make our way through this hole in the wall that the rats broke through. This chest contains some gold and a rusty iron war axe. Okay, if we need to make use of a... I see the tail of another rat slinking behind a pillar there. Let's have a care. Rat be gone. Oh no, the bucket. The bucket of doom. Rough leather shield, excellent. A rusty iron bow. This skeleton has many objects. Before you can use a bow, you will need arrows. Search the nearby skeleton to see if you can find some. Guess what? I found some. To use a bow, press I and equip both the bow and the arrows. You would like me to use bow and arrows? The bow is... I see wooden parts to that bow. It's not all iron. And now you want me to shoot the bucket. Drawing... So this has changed slightly. Let's... Oblivion archery was a nightmare. It could easily take 6 or 7 arrows to hit that bucket early on. And we can probably hotkey some stuff. We also have some boots, some leather armor, a shield. It's better than nothing. Nice shot. We can go retrieve the arrow. You'll notice I'm not yet sprinting. There's no sort of sense of urgency just yet. But I am obviously taking every single item that I can. And we did find lockpicks, and there's a treasure chest over there. Let us endure the Oblivion lockpicking system. If you have a lockpick, you can try to pick most locks. To move the lockpick from slot to slot, press A and D. Okay, press W or move your mouse up to move the pick upward into the tumbler. Can we also move the lockpick left and right of the mouse? I can't remember. When the tumbler reaches the top of the lock, you will hear a metallic sound. Press space to secure it in place. When all tumblers are secured at the top, the lock will open. So, we can. So we want to go up. There we go. Some gold and a sapphire. Excellent stuff. That stone is a significant obstacle to our progress. We shall go around. That looks like a chest. It's not. It's just another large brick. So far, so good. And we'll raid this barrel. So far, we are collecting many items. Here we have a dead goblin shaman. This is bad news. Goblins in the early game are very nasty. Chameleon. I think that makes us invisible or hides us for a bit. Flashbolt. Fire damage on target. We may need to use that. An iron key. Healing potions. No healing. Right. Can we take this torch? We cannot take this torch. Okay. We open the door with the iron key. Excellent. Let us continue our escape. We were probably imprisoned for some manner of crime we did not. Now practice casting spells. Open your journal, navigate to the magic tab, and equip the clairvoyance spell. Dragon skin. Immune to science can be used once a day, so we don't want to watch that. If we go... Okay. Cast it by pressing C. So that will track enemies for us by the look of it. Or it seems to be leading us towards a goal, an objective. Which means we should obviously explore all other opportunities first. While we still can... Ooh! Real armor! You cannot carry any more items. Your inventory weight exceeds the maximum encumbrance displayed at the lower center of the inventory page. Shift and left to drop items you do not need. There's no such thing as an item I do not need. Let's get ourselves some armor on. Are we incapable of motion? In order to freely move again, we can move. We just can't run. It's fine. It'll become a problem in the future. But for now... we shall trudge ever onwards. Aha! Oh. It's a zombie. It was a zombie. Take these. Now we know one of the rats came up here. It's experience on legs. Come here, you vermin. You filth. Now, I believe it is the Emperor who will ask us about our past when we see him next. And then we'll get to choose a class and birth sign. Unlike in Skyrim, where the signs are mutable and can be changed, in older Elder Scrolls games, you only have one. Right. Damage, fatigue, and unknown effects. So it looks like we'll have some alchemy. There's a hole in the roof. We can't get up there anytime soon. So we just continue along this path. Let's cast our spell again. Our magicka resources seem to be plentiful. Oh, that was quick. Where'd it go? Ah, there we go. Now, we are in a hazardous location. We should perhaps be stealthy. Okay. We are gaining experience. Our skills are improving. Let's see. Skills, so we gained a bit of blade skill, a bit of block, a bit of light armor. That's about it so far. I believe we need to increase 10 skills to level, or 10 major skills. And we don't have a character class yet, so we don't have major skills. I should also probably save the game soon. Is this? Ooh. Oh no, we are almost definitely detected now. Well, there we go. Let's retreat up to here. For one on the left may come. Or not, as the case may be. Well then, let us advance upon it. Ooh, that life fade makes it look like it's still alive after death. You'll be careful with that. We're liable to be over-encumbered for the entirety of this escape section. If we... that's a metal shield by the look of it. And a helmet, too. Well then. Let us improve and increase our protection. There we go. A tiny lettuce, some cheese, some more cheese, skulls. Okay, I mean... ooh, two-handed hammer. That's going to be very heavy and probably not likely to see use while we are in this location. Okay. Now, there are some dangerous locations here, so we do want to be careful. Dangerous encounters. That light could be from some kind of... Uh-oh. It is well lit, isn't it? Okay. We are clearly not sneaking today. I like the fact these give under our motion. I believe they did that in the original game too, but I'm not entirely certain. So far, so good. I have a feeling our health points are recovering after fights in a way they did not do in the old game. Okay. That's dead. We've already defeated it. Okay, so down this slope. Look, we ain't sneaking in this armor. In light armor we might stand a chance, especially if not over encumbered. Why does this... Are there supposed to be 2 zombies in this room? Ah, ancient memories. Also an opportunity to learn what has changed. And alcohol, because that's really going to help us get out of this situation, isn't it? I think there might have originally been 2 zombies in this room. Let's save the game. Absolutely we will not use quick save. That is an abomination. We should cook. I was not able to name the save. I believe in the original Oblivion we could name saves, and the inability to name saves came in with Skyrim. That is annoying. I may need to learn the... I wonder if the console commands to name a save work in this game just like they did in the previous one. We're going to start running into more dangerous creatures on our way out of here. That's why I want to do a little sneaking. Oh well. I did a very little sneaking. The light from this torch will highlight us beautifully to anyone observing our current location. We are gliding sideways very effectively for someone over encumbered who cannot run. Just want to put that out there. Ah yes, the big pillar of rock. There should be like a chest with a load of treasure there, and a rat, and maybe something more dangerous than a rat here as well. And I can pick the mushrooms here, can't I? Okay, so a goblet of bone. Oh, yes please. Candelets may come in very useful if we get an opportunity to create potions later on. That rat is so absorbed in whatever it's doing. It didn't even... I mean, it sensed us right in its final moments. What was that? Where was it? I heard it. Wisp stalks. Why does that sound so familiar? Oh, the years have been kind to me, if I can still remember some of these things. Wooden door. Just a wall. Okay, let's... Stink horns. Well, we're probably... Right. These will make sounds if we go into them. They are a rudimentary alarm system. Let us not do that. If I can't name saves and I can't save over saves, can I delete saves? If not, that will become infuriating. Ooh, bit of screen tearing there. Well, guess what? Since my computer can barely handle the game, I'm not going to complain about a bit of screen tearing. Turning on VSync may kill everything. We are sneaking successfully. And we still can't take that torch. Can take the cloth from the crate, the barrel, 6 wheels of cheese. I see. That goblin up ahead has not seen you. You can sneak by pressing left control. Guess what? I already am. Oh, goblin. He may turn around. Yeah. So the old... Just you stay there. It's worth reminding that goblins in Oblivion are bloody big. About human size. Poison of illness. Novice mortar and pestle, which... You found a mortar and pestle. Go into your inventory and find it. Activate it, create potions and poisons. That sounds like a really good idea, especially if I go back around the corner here. In order to create potions or poisons, you'll need ingredients. Yes, we have ingredients. And over here, we have some nice lighting, which does not come from the goblin's fire. Okay, here is my mortar and pestle. Excellent. Combine ingredients with similar effects to create potions and poisons. Your alchemy skill will make your creations more powerful. The more potions you create, the higher your alchemy skill will increase. Use additional apparatuses to improve the strength of the potions you create. Not that we have any additional apparatuses yet. So, no. Can we remove that? How do we remove... Okay, restore health, sure, add that. Let's see. So, we can't really do any sort of healing potion. Restore fatigue. What would we call this? Petty. Petty restore fatigue. Damage health, damage health, damage fatigue, damage fatigue. Okay, so if we go petty restore fatigue, keep at it. So we've got our cheese wheel there, but no okay. So we have a couple of potions. Alright. Excellent. We will want to be putting our weapon away before we get out in civilization. So how do we do that? We don't get to see the options menu from here. That is mildly bothersome. I will have to check keybinds later. It would normally be R, which does not seem to be the case now. R seems to be some kind of quick weapons wheel. I spy a chesty chest. Oh, okay. Hey, we lost a lockpick, we got 3 more lockpicks. I'll count that as a win. And what is this? It's just a hole in the top of a stool. Well, we have been seen. And he triggered the trap. In Old Oblivion, if you approached quickly enough to the tripwire, the goblin could be killed by his own trap as he came towards you. Additionally, walking into these spiked swinging weights while they hang stationary could cause similar damage to being struck by them if they were swinging down from the ceiling. So let's avoid contact. They look decidedly unhealthy, very spiky, very nasty. And it is now that our encumbrance is likely to become an issue. Let's save the game. I shall absolutely use the same save. Let's loop around out of the light. We've been in a prison cell long enough to know that since we've been accused of something horrible, it would do well not to be caught and treated as if we are guilty of something else. Especially if we are not. Okay, hang on. So, the reason I'm doing this multiple times is to judge the speed at which the tumbler in the lock rises and descends. I do. It's the pile of logs. There are 2 goblins down there who we can kill by pushing these logs down upon them. Like thus. He appears to be not dead. Either I just got extremely unlucky, yes, hit me with your mace. I will hit you with my sword. And the other thing that intrigues me at this moment is that there used to be something... Okay, hang on. Got it. Used to be something very... weak potion of healing. Well, we'll be wanting some of those in the near future. Right, now. Magic, we will equip dragon skin, because we are likely to need it, and heal minor wounds is also a good spell. Right. You know what? This absolutely warrants saving once again. Because I know that I am in a dangerous location. So... Uh-oh. Don't like his head. Well, he's dead. Are we safe? Or are we detected? There is a powerful goblin shaman in this cave who can absolutely murder us. Let's take the save, though, while we can. I think the goblin is usually around that rock formation. Oh. It's not you, though. Uh-uh. We are regenerating health like Skyrim. In Oblivion, we would not regenerate health outside of combat. That's going to make a major change to gameplay. Here we are. Now, let's equip our bow. Anyone will do. You should be shot. Okay. Back to sword and shield it is. And the shield's automatically equipped, yeah. Got him. Your fatigue is low, and you may not be able to perform exhausting actions. It's replenished very, very quickly, though. Now, there are rats down in the pit which can detect us. So we want to stay away from them, as they can reveal our location to the shaman, who should be, as I said, near that pool of light. And there are the rats in the pit. Okay. Or maybe it's the next cave. But we are certainly detected. Ugh. Wait. Ah, yes, the old wicker fence. I think there's a chest and a few things. We see you, and we absolutely need to save. We have been successful in not getting killed by the evil spellcaster. I will take that and rejoice in exultation. Repair hammer, excellent stuff. You found a repair hammer. In order to repair your weapons and armor, go to your inventory and activate it. There we go. Right. Repair hammer. All items? No, we don't need that. Right. Okay, break chance high. That's breaking the hammer, not the weapon, by the way. Until we drastically increase our skill, our break chance will always be high, I think. Right. So far, not breaking. And again, please, this is going very well. Now we broke our hammer. But we did mend all our equipment, so that's fine. Armor increased to level 10 from what, level 5 or level 9? I think they all start at 5s and 10s, maybe a few 15s. Because we get some racial modifiers to skills. Iron longsword, lockpick, another repair hammer, good stuff. More alcohol. Additionally, we should change our selected spell to heal minor wounds. Weapons. Damage 2, damage 3. We'll stick with the katana for now then. 1 armor, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. So we're on about 10 armor at the moment. Wait, why have we taken these off? No, they still appear to be on. Okay, we'll replace them with something decent in the end. Yeah, eventually. We are getting marginally more protection from the metal armor than the leather, because it's made of metal. I mean, it's hardly the most sturdy steel, but it will protect us. Okay, that was a duration down in the corner. It wasn't a reset time of 24 hours till we can cast it again. That's okay. Here's the Goblin Shaman Staff. I gotta say, the spells that caster can pump out, quite nasty. I think lots of lightning comes to memory. But that is also one of the most dangerous encounters we will have to face down in this area for quite some time. So once we're safely up at this corner, I will definitely be saving the game again. I'm panic saving a little bit too much. I think it's because I don't want to look like an idiot and have to replay massive sections of the game in the tutorial. Which is decidedly where we are. Okay. I haven't saved yet. I'm doing well. And there's a door. We get to save on area transitions anyway. Hello, chest. Arrows and lockpicks. Excellent stuff. Well, at the moment, we are doing a good job of surviving. We aren't necessarily achieving very much, but we are making our way safely out of captivity. I wouldn't exactly call it a glorious adventure yet. And yes, we're over-encumbered and shall be for quite some time. It's okay. We are alive, that is what matters. Ah, the lighting here is ever so slightly different to what I remember. Then again, the lighting on a whole. The lighting as a whole.
What makes you think help will get you before more goes bad? Here they come again to get the Emperor out of here.
Oh.
Yeah!
Long burn the dragon fires!
Damn it! It's that prisoner again! Kill him! He might be working with the assassins.
I want to put my sword away.
No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us.
As you wish, sire.
Come closer. I'd prefer not to have to shout.
Of course, my liege.
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
By the Nine, I do. They guide and protect us.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder which sign marked your birth.
If memory serves well, it's the Lord, the Lady, or the Lover. I can't remember which. Right, so. Those born under the sign of the Warrior benefit from increased strength and endurance. Fortify endurance and strength by 10 points each. Each of these is going to do something like that. The Mage fortifies Magicka by 50 points. The Thief fortifies agility, luck, and speed by 10 points each. We already have a speed boost. The Steed fortifies speed by 40 points. Oh no, movement speed. As opposed to, I think speed is movement speed. Those born under the sign of the Apprentice have an increased amount of Magicka, but are also more susceptible to magical attacks. We don't want that. Breton magic resistance may help offset that a bit, but we don't want a massive vulnerability. Those born under the sign of the shadow can become invisible. That could be incredibly useful in the right circumstances. The ritual can heal themselves and make the undead flee in horror. Blessed Word forces the undead to flee in horror for 30 seconds. Can be used multiple times per day at a cost of 40 magical points to cast. A wonderful spell. Mara's Gift restores 200 points of health. Can be used once per day. Amazing in a pinch. And you know what? I might actually go for the ritual this time. Those born under the sign of the Atronach cannot regenerate magicka, but have the ability to absorb any magic cast at them. An extra 150 points of magicka, but we need to drink potions or just have spells cast at us to replenish it. 50% chance to absorb spells cast at them, so you're not absorbing 50% of the spell, you have a flat 50-50 roll. Stunted magicka regeneration is halted. Does that include spells? I can't remember. The Tower. Opens locks of average difficulty, can be used once per day. Hey look, you get through the door to get in the tower, not a problem. Tower Warden. Reflects 5% of all coming damage. Reflects. Very tempting. Those born under the sign of the Lord are more resistant to physical and magical damage. It's flat resistances, and honestly, it's probably a good idea. The Lady, willpower and endurance are both stats that could do with being higher. The Lover, paralyze a target. The Serpent, the Lord it is.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
What of me? Have you seen any signs regarding my fate?
Your stars are not mine. Today the Lord shall prove a faithful patron in your quest for glory.
Let us hope so. Are you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
Have you seen my fate?
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Akatosh, as we know, is an abbreviation. Where are we going?
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
I would like to plunder the body of the would-be assassin.
You may as well make yourself useful.
Okay.
Here. Carry this torch and stick close.
Well, of course. For the Emperor.
My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
This is a good man.
We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this.
Of course.
I admit, things are not going according to plan.
Well,
Stick
then I
close,
shall
so
be
let us
your
do our
torchbearer.
job, and you'll be all right.
I wonder if there's a search function. There we go. Excellent. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. Unfortunately, nothing major happened. Where is my... Okay, do I have to put my shield away to carry the torch? I do. Excellent. Then let me do so.
Oblivion, take you! We're in danger!
Mara's mercy on you.
You thought we'd go down easy?
Long burn the dragon fires!
You're lucky I like you. Otherwise, you'd be dead already.
Hey, sorry. You got him. Back that way? I'd better follow. They need me. Also, they're armed and armored and highly skilled. And bear me no malice. I believe they crossed over here. Indeed they did. And the Emperor now bears a blade of his own. Yep, there's a dead assassin back that way. I'll leave him be. I probably shouldn't. Wait, is that a area transition door? It is. In which case I do have time to go and loot that body. I'm not going to go back and explore that other path though. I don't remember it ever leading to much. Or anything very memorable. 2 assassins. Here we go. Hello? Ooh, more healing potions. Excellent. We could do with all of those. Respite is probably stamina. Well, I'm definitely saving again. And you know what? This may be a long first episode, but I would like to make it all of the way out in one go. Episode 2 can begin when we are.
I don't like this. Let me take a look.
Ooh.
Looks clear. Come on. We're almost through to the sewers.
It's not that clear. There are more ambushes to come. I think we go in there.
Damn it! The gate is
That's
blocked from the
blocked,
other
isn't
side.
it?
A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
Okay, now we save because it's about to get very intense.
It's a dead end. What's your call, sir?
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Shield.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
Die, you...
For the Emperor!
He's going to speak to me, I believe, now.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of oblivion.
Stranger, you chose a bad day to take up the cause of the Septim.
For the Emperor!
No. Talos, save us.
I'm not going to loot
We
the Emperor.
failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
It does sound like the original voice acting clips, I think. The Emperor gave it to me.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every Septim. They see more than lesser men. The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the red dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
Well, I'm not going to try and wear it. I must take it to Joffrey.
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
You're one of the blades, the personal bodyguards of the Emperor. You're reliable, I can trust you. There is another heir.
Nothing I ever heard about, but Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Wayne's Priory, near the city of Coral.
Yes, it was the original awkward, although he may not see him so to meet him, which should have been the end of the previous sentence, but it's the beginning of a new line, so the line starts that way. I think that kind of cinches it. I think we are using original voice clips here. How do I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial City. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers.
Wait, there's sewers?
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced archer. Am I right?
No? Why do you think I'm an archer? You must now choose your class. The major skills of your class will start higher than your other skills and will be easier to increase. We will be making a custom class based upon the knight. So the knight is strength and personality. We will go endurance and personality. Blade, block, blunt. Hand-to-hand, heavy armor, illusion and speechcraft. And we will swap hand-to-hand for restoration. So, blade, block, blunt. Heavy illusion? Okay. Combat class. Endurance and personality. Major skills. Armorer. Blade, block, blunt. Heavy armor. Restoration. And speechcraft. There we go. Now, while major skills improves your starting skills, these are also the skills that matter most towards gaining levels. In many regards, the optimal way to play the game is to pick a bunch of skills you're almost never going to use and stay low level for as long as possible. We will call this the Templar or Paladin. Templar. There we go. This is our class. Create Templar class. Yes, absolutely. Yes, we have our Templar class selected and continue. I don't think this creates it across all saves. If it does, that's excellent. We do wish to select the Templar class.
I wasn't far off. In any case, rats and goblins won't give you any trouble.
You called me an archer. After the sewers, then what should I do?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it?
I understand.
Good. The Emperor's trust was well placed.
My process may not be quite as immediate as you imagine, but what about you? What will you do?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body, and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
Yep, we don't get to keep it. So let us equip a different sword. We will loot the assassin. Glenroy, I believe, has perished out here. We should go pay our respects. And by respects, I mean check to see if we can loot the body. He and Boris have done a great job of... I'm not going to steal from one of the blades. Let those coins go towards paying for his funeral costs. These foul assassins deserve no such respect. Let's clamber up with our mighty burden and prepare ourselves for rats and goblins. I think they made that fight easier. That fight against the assassin can easily end in player death in the original game. Autosave 5. How many autosave slots are there? And how many can I delete if they just keep spamming? Okay. This would be the locked gate. I have a key. In which case I should be heading in this direction instead, should I not? Nope. I'll go this way after all. Has this literally just opened up the way back here? So this is... Yes, it has. This is the gate... So one of the assassins had the key, maybe? Or the same key opened both locks. This is the way the Emperor was headed. I wonder if he had foreseen the locked gate. Or if he'd only seen himself talking to me in that chamber. Either way, we're headed down into the sewers where it will be dark. Probably less well lit than down here. It's actually extremely well lit. Slightly better than I remembered, and I adjusted the light settings to not be too bright as well, so hopefully you can all see what's going on fairly well too. Yes, I am looking for treasure here, just in case there is any. This sword looks a bit old and battered. It would be nice to replace it with something better. I see goblin. Come face me, monster. I don't like the way I'm double swinging with a single light attack. Is that part of the attack animation, the second swing? Or is my mouse button getting weird? I don't know. Wait a minute. I can't raise my shield until the second swing is completed. Right, I believe that goblin there, I think we can go into this chamber, climb up a ladder, a flight of stairs, and go over a walkway above his head to get to our objective. I also believe that barrel might contain something, so... Man, I'd only just remembered that walkway. If that is correct, then hey, my memory works. Cheese. That means... Wait. Restore fatigue. Okay. Small cheese pasty. There we go. Excellent. Given that our ability scores replenish, not ability scores, our you know, health, stamina, and magicka restore outside of combat, we are less likely to need things inside combat. I'm probably going to have to work out how to hotkey some items at some point. Rats and goblins, he said, which implies more than one rat. That was a single swing. Was it because it was already dead? These stairs will take us up and out of here. With a goblin down below. I think we should go defeat it. That door is our way forwards. From here. I don't like the idea of some dishonourable nasty goblin sneaking up behind us and stabbing us in the back as we try to open that noisy heavy metal door. Let's go and take our noisy heavy metal sword and noisy heavy metal armour in the general direction of that goblin and put an end to his miserable life so that he shall not impede our mission. Oh, you are so dead. Silver. Leather shield. Where's his... There's his weapon. So handheld items are not always part of the body container that we can loot. Okay, looks like... Aha! Is that the exit? It looks like the wrong shaped door. I think we have a circular door at the end of the sewers, so there may be another area after this. Now, breaking up the sewers into small little areas like this helps with load times, it helps with the amount of things the game has to keep track of. When we get out into the big open world, I think that's when my processor may begin to suffer. If I have major issues, I think I'll try reducing some of the graphical options to see if that helps. For now, though, I am enjoying the feel of being back in Tamriel at the time of the Oblivion crisis, which some of you may have heard of in Skyrim or Elder Scrolls Online. This occurs before Skyrim. I think it's like 300 years or 500 years before, so maybe even 8. Hello. That looks like our exit. Okay. Nothing. We can take nothing. No objection to nothing. Bones, I think we can use to make poison. We may just end up selling them to an apothecary in that case. And I think if we increase our skill... So, skills in Oblivion have automatic perks, whereas skills in Skyrim have... hello? This gate is sealed. Skills in Skyrim have perks, you have to spend perk points to get them. In this one, you just need to get the skill high enough to get the perk. Let's see. Now that we have skills, so Armourer. We have apprentice level armor, we can now repair magic items. Excellent stuff. Blade, power attacks deal more damage, and bladed weapons are more durable. Block, shield or weapon no longer uses durability when you block an attack. That is great stuff. Power attacks, same as edged weapons basically. Heavy armor degrades at a normal rate instead of much faster, so we can look after our armor better. Can now cast apprentice level restoration spells. Speechcraft. Disposition decreases more slowly over time when trying to persuade a character. Yeah, that's the persuasion wheel is going to be a fun bit of jank we'll get to experience in time. Athletics is running, so acrobatics is jumping. We will need to increase our acrobatic skill. At one point in the storyline, towards the end, there is a mandatory jump across a gaping chasm with a broken bridge. If you fail that jump, you die. And you don't get to leave and come back to it. It's like an obligatory moment, so we will need to work on that skill at some point. And this is where I should absolutely save the game, because I may not be able to go any further. Here we are. We're about to emerge from the sewers onto the island itself. Before exiting the sewers, you may revise your character. No, I'm happy with my choices. I remember this pop-up from the original game. I'm not going to do that though. I'm just going to go straight outside. And into a load screen. Jurian Gaballard, your quest begins. Now, it is around this point that the original game used to give us the next stage of the quest, which was a pop-up that said, open the map and fast travel to Waynham Priory. If you've been following my channel for some time now, you will be aware that fast travel is cheating, and I do not indulge in that particular activity unless it is like the Silt Striders in Morrowind, or, you know, if it's a gamified fast travel, like you get in a boat and go to a place, you pay a man with a horse and cart or a stagecoach to take you to a location, sure. But if it's just weirdly teleporting around the map without encountering any of the intervening stuff for no reason, then it just feels extremely wrong. And let's just hope my computer can handle the great outdoors that we are about to be ushered into. I see the loading indicator in the bottom right there has all but come to a halt. Okay, it's working again. And we are outside. It would be really nice to know how to put my sword away. So I will save in a different slot. I will go back to the main menu. And I will check the key bindings for putting a bloody weapon away so I don't go around menacing all the townsfolk with it. F. Why F? I do not know. Oh, it saves my character. Beautiful. Well, that's just great. Save one sewer, save one city. Does it do save numbers by location? Intriguing. This may take some time to load. Fortunately, since we have already been captured and incarcerated, there are no wanted posters out for our arrest. We are presumed to be still in the prison. Perhaps we have been forgotten by those who incarcerated us there, and now... Oh, that was really quick. You know what? We don't need to hold a torch either. We have enough light coming from the sky. Quest completed. The red arrow on your compass shows the direction to Waynham Priory. You can walk there by following your compass or open your world map. Right. The original quest design, I believe, didn't give us the option of walking, and it was like it wanted to force us to fast travel there. We will not do that. Or we could just set off in any direction and begin exploring. Well, I shall explore in a direction after I've checked that crate, and the direction will be into the city. I will, however, open the map. Once within the city, I shall cross this bridge to the mainland, and underneath the bridge, on the shoreline just here, is an interesting early game feature. This would not happen with every character. It seems random, but more often than not there would be the dead body of an Imperial Legionnaire washed up on the beach underneath that bridge, wearing full steel Imperial Legion armor. And if you could get that armor, it would make the beginning of the game significantly easier. For now, though, I will head up towards the Imperial City, and I'll probably save the game and end the episode, to be honest, because I've been playing for a decent amount of time now, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I hope you've all enjoyed watching. Feel free to leave any comments in the comments section down below. If I've been nattering on too much about what the old game was like, tell me. If you'd like to hear me natter on more about what the old game was like, let me know that too. Provided my computer can continue to run this game, I'll enjoy playing it. And if you'd like to see a full playthrough, and if I can handle that, I'll probably go for it. That being said, by full playthrough I mean full completion of the main story. I won't do every single side quest and faction in the game. I'll do quite a few. I'll do what feels appropriate to the character that I'm playing. This Knight of the Temple, worshipper of the 9 divines. And you'll notice it's the 9 divines, not the 8 divines. Because one of the 9 divines is Talos, the first emperor of the Empire, the founder of the Empire. And sometime after this game, but before Skyrim, the Thalmor persuaded the Empire to let them come in and run things, and then they banned the worship of Talos, made it illegal. Because they didn't want some mere human who killed a load of elves to be important when they were a bunch of high elves who wanted to control the Empire and summon a load of demons. Yeah, the Thalmor are a nasty bunch, but they either don't even exist at this point in time, I don't believe they do exist, or they're off on the Somerset Isle. And yes, that's Somerset. Ooh, we like our Somerset. Yes, the High Elves come from Somerset. I'm from England. I know what Somerset is. Ha 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 ha. Not sure Bethesda know. But if all the High Elves did have Somerset accents or Mummerset accents, that would be hilarious. They'd sound like Sam Gamgee. It would be brilliant. I mean, Sam Gamgee is a little more West Country. A little more, no, I mean Somerset or Gloucestershire. He's a little more Gloucestershire than Somerset, but the two have distinct similarities. Although Somerset's more, hello my lover, alright I like you, now let's go do some stuff, you know. Whereas for Gloucestershire, think more Samwise Hamfast Gamgee, or the majority of the characters from Hot Fuzz, bizarrely enough. This bridge will probably mark the end of the episode. Oh, is that gateway open and we can just walk through it? I think I may see sky, or is that the edge of the architecture there? No, okay, so the gate may remain. If they'd opened it up, the whole city, because the city is divided into districts, that would have been an interesting open world challenge. But given that there are so many NPCs in the city, and by the way, this is the prison we have escaped from, if we want to go back into the prison and we can go through those doorways there, I wouldn't recommend it. If we are captured and imprisoned for some manner of crime, that's where we'll end up. For now, we want to get as far away from that place as possible, headed towards this large gate, beyond which adventure awaits. Also, the opportunity to seriously lighten our load from 518 weight units. Bizarrely, I think in the Elder Scrolls they call these stone, but oh no, backwards belt buckle of doom, we must replace this armor at all costs. We can't wear this. Damn it. Is the leather more accurate? These belt buckles are not backwards. Neither are these. This is real armor. This is some kind of bizarre joke by someone who doesn't know how buckles work. See, the thing about a buckle... No, I'm going to do this. I'm doing this right now. Okay, there's the middle of the buckle. There's a central stave there. You can see how the belt bulges over it. The physics of the belt cause this to want to slip out and open, because it's currently constrained here. This metal bar here will not prevent this from slipping out. It will just bend backwards like that as the belt opens. Whereas when it's on this side, closing here, the belt is pulling this shut, and it keeps the whole belt closed and stops it from opening. Here, it does nothing and is just idiotic. And I've heard people argue, you know, no, because you just turn it round and feed the belt through from the other side. It still won't work. It will still just come open because the tang will just be in the wrong place. It's physics. Simple facts of reality. I'm not sure there was a backwards belt buckle on that armor model originally. I blame Todd Lockwood, fantasy artist from the early 2000s. He used a lot of buckles in his artwork, and a lot of people copied his style. And he initially had a lot of backward buckles in his artwork, because he seemed to think all buckles worked impossibly like that. Anyway, I've spoken about buckles long enough. I'm going to end the episode here before it becomes incredibly long. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. I'll say goodbye for now, though, and cheerio, everyone. See you all soon.